Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a natural beat. It's very beginner friendly and it's my go-to look, so let's get into the video. As you can tell, I did my eyebrows off of camera first so that I'm able to give you guys a shorter video because I know it takes time to do eyebrows, and I don't want you guys to be here that long. Like, I don't want you guys to get bored, okay? After I'm done my brows and everything, what I'll go in and do is I will put concealer on my eyelids. And a lot of people use primer, but I use concealer as my primer. And it's actually, to me, it's way better. And the concealer that I'm using is the LA Girl. I'm actually almost done with this. But yeah, I'm using it in the color Fawn. I'm taking that, and what I'm gonna do is pound that into my eyelid. I'm gonna put some over here as well. I'm just gonna press that. All right, now that that side is pressed in there, I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so now that I pressed in my concealer, I'm going to go in with the transition shade from the crayon case, and I'm going to be using tan as my transition shade. I'm gonna pat lightly into it. I'm just gonna swivel actually into it, and then I'm going to dust it off for all the excess pattern. And I'm just gonna go in, and I'm just going to lightly. Alright, so now I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And basically, I do not, some people will set with powder, set their lids with powder, but to me that just makes everything look cakey, and sometimes it will mess up the color of the transition shade. So I mean, some people prefer it, but I just don't prefer it, and I see a big difference in it. And basically you're just applying this, just keep on blending back and forth so it can look nice and blended. Just keep on blending back and forth. That's the key. You just want to keep on blending back and forth. And you want this closer to your brow. We're good on that eye. So now I'm gonna go in with the same tan shade, and I'm just gonna do that right on the other side. Keep on like grabbing a little more because I feel like the color isn't really picking up as well because this is a fluffy brush, but I like using this. This is more like a blending brush. But if you ask me, I use any brush for anything. But if you're a beginner and you really don't know how to work with you know, blending and like, you know, colors and stuff like that, I think you should definitely try to use the right brushes. Now I'm going to take this red color, and I am going to put it a little bit below the transition color. I'm just gonna pat it in there first, and then I'm just gonna blend and pat it in there and blend out, blend out. Blending everything together. shade back to the outer portion of the eye. That red again, and I'm gonna go closer to the end of to the inside of the eye. And closer, and I'm just blending back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like I get the best results when I'm touching the middle. If you do it from right here, you do not get the best results. And if you do it from like right here, you won't get the best results, only because you want to be like right in the middle. This gives you more control of the brush. I'm using that transition shade to blend out that red that I just popped on the inside of my eye. Now I'm going to do that on the other side. The key to makeup is blending. You want everything to look nice and you want everything to look really natural. So you blend, blend. And that's all I can really say. You just keep on blending. Only to give it like a little bit of depth, I will take, I think this is called, this is the brown. I'm gonna take the brown and I am going to dip my brush into the brown, and then I'm just gonna go right in like, let's say like the crease area. I'm gonna pat into it. I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm gonna pat into it. Then, so then now I'm just gonna take it and I'm just gonna go back and forth and I'm just gonna blend it out so that there's no harsh lines. No, we are not doing a smoky eye, but we wanted to give it a little, like, you know, depth. I don't know how much I could stress this to you guys, but like, to be honest, you really do have to blend. You can just like throw stuff up there and not blend. Whatever you put in your face must be blended. Now we are done with the eyes. Now you just want to make sure that you go back in for that same color that you use as transition shade. You want to go and you want to like pat that back into the corner, because like we kind of like lost some of that. So you just use that and like you just add that back into the corner. So now I'm just going to line my waterline. I'm using like eyeshadow and black top. Now after I lined my waterline, I'm going to go in with the color tan and I'm just gonna pat that off and I'm just gonna go under and I'm just gonna pop that at the bottom. Now I'm just gonna go in with some primer to prime my face. So the primer that I'm using today is the NYX Hydra Touch primer. I don't know if you can really see. So basically, yeah, it's the NYX Hydra Touch primer. And this primer is amazing. Like, I really like love this primer. If you have oily skin, it's good for that because it's not oily. And if you have like normal or dry skin, it's good for that because it keeps it hydrated. But it's like really good, like, and I love it. I use it on all my clients. So the foundations that I'm going to be using in this video are the Maybelline Dewy Smooth foundation in shade 355 Coconut. And I think this one is, this is for normal to dry skin, and it has sunscreen in it. It has SPF. I would say this was more like a medium coverage. It can be light to medium coverage. The other foundation that I will be using is the Maybelline foundation, and this foundation is in shade 336, and it is medium to full coverage. What I do basically is mix the two foundations together, because this one has more of a yellow, like, I think this one has more of like a golden undertone to it, and this one has more of like a reddish undertone to it. So basically when I mix both of them, it's like pretty much my foundation colors. More dots. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend out my foundation. Before I was using the beauty blenders, but I realized that beauty blenders just take off a lot of product, and like it's good for like, you know, concealers or like anything, like if you want like a light coverage. I'm gonna fix the outer layers of my shadow, because that was like definitely messed up while I was putting on my foundation. So I'm just gonna like fill this back in a little bit with the same brush that I was using, just the residue. I'm not putting any extra product on it. I'm probably gonna use my finger, because I don't know, just feel like when you use your fingers, like things just like feel better, like, and like it looks better. I'm gonna take my finger and just gonna pat that into my skin underneath my eye. I feel like things like, it just, everything like melts together like better when you use your fingers. Take that lighter concealer, and I'm just gonna pop it under my eye. Love using a beauty blender though, because it's just like really like, it makes your concealer just look bomb. Ooh, see that? I'm just gonna take that darker foundation that I used to blend, and I'm gonna use that as my contour. I don't know, I think sometimes just like using foundations instead of like actually using concealers, like it just looks so much more natural, and like, and it just looks really like good to me. Like it looks better than like using contour shades sometimes. Like sometimes the contours are like too dark or like not dark enough, and like, so you should just use a darker foundation for your contour. Now I'm just gonna blend out that foundation slash contour. I just want to let you guys know that a little bit goes a long way. Like I really did not use a lot of product today, and like Usually I'll use like a lot of product and it would just like look like, I don't know, it would just be a lot. And today I didn't use a lot of product and it just looks really good. Another trick that I do is that like I'll go in and like any like rough edges or anything like that, I'll like go and like I'll use my foundation. I'll use my foundation brush and I'll just like go and I'll like fill everything in so that it's like not harsh. So now I'm just gonna go in with my air spun. And this shade is in Honey Beige. I'm just gonna go under my eyes. I'm just gonna pat that into my eyes. And then now I am going to take my Real Techniques brush. Isn't it cute? It's cute, right? All right, I'm gonna take my Real Techniques brush and I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna pat some of the powder under my eye. Kind of want to let that sit a little bit. Brush. I'm gonna take a medium-sized brush and I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna contour my nose. I'm gonna take a regular like brush. I mean, I can use like any brush, but you want to use a brush that is like easier and like more controlled. Like this is not the correct brush to use, but like if you can use it, like if you can use any brush, you're good. But like there's been times I use like a foundation brush, so like it's like kind of angled a little bit, so like I just take it and just do it on the angle and just go down and I'm just like blending it out. I'm gonna go in more like with the orangey shade and I'm just going to go, I'm just going to pat it into my skin and I'm just gonna move my face like this. And like I like going in circles because I feel like it just goes on better. Like I'll go in circles and then like I'll brush up. Do to the other side. Now I'm gonna go in with like a pinkish like blush color. And you can just mix it like I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna make sure everything is like blended. Looks good. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do my liner. So yeah, so I'm using the NYX matte finish eyeliner, and I love this eyeliner. Like guys, this eyeliner is the best eyeliner ever. Like as you can tell, like I love products that are not I love products that are inexpensive, and these products so dope. Like you don't need to like spend so much money. You don't need to go and like spend all this money on makeup. It's all in how you apply it. And you know, drugstore has really came a long way, so you could just use drugstore makeup. And NYX, I don't really think that's drugstore makeup. I think it's hold on, let me not mess up my eyes. Yeah, NYX, I wouldn't really call it drugstore makeup. I'll say like it's in between, because it's not like a Sephora or MAC, but it's like, you know, it's in between. All right, and I know how to like put these lashes on without using so basically I'll just go in and I'll just push it inside, push it to the middle, like I'll go towards the end. So this one's still like press it in there. Usually I'll put like mascara on before, but I figured that don't really matter. You can go in and like use. All right, now we're gonna go for the other eye. This is about to dry. In with that brown, I'm gonna go right back under my eye because all the concealer took it off. So like, I'm just gonna go back under my eye. I'm just gonna put that brown back down there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my lip a little bit. Gloss. And this is like some cheap gloss that my mom bought me some years ago, so it's nothing special. I'm gonna take a little bit of pigment lip gloss. I'm gonna put that in the middle. And this lip gloss is from NARS. And I think this one from NARS is, I don't know the name. It's like kind of like coming off. I had it for like a while. I actually took it from my mom, so yeah. It's the the Born This Way collection, but or maybe that's the name. It's called, maybe it's called Born This Way. It's called Born This Way. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna use my finger to take some of that off. So the highlight that I'm using is the Master Chrome by Face Studio, and this is like the Maybelline collection. I love this highlighter. Like, words cannot explain how much I love this highlighter. It just looks so good, and I use it for my clients as well, and it just looks so pretty. I think this one is in 150 Molten Peach, and it just looks so beautiful. I'm gonna show you. And that concludes this natural glam look. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel for more videos.